Tamatha Paul.
Oh, my bad. Every person deserves to feel safe in their homes and in their communities. And similarly, every person deserves to live free from harm and discrimination. Nobody disagrees with this premise, and the Green Party agrees to that premise as well, which is why we created Te Ao Rerekura, which was the first all-of-government cross-party approach to eliminating and preventing family and sexual violence in our communities. And that was a really good plan that got to the root cause of making our communities safer and making sure that people could live free from harm and discrimination. But what this bill does today is it hides behind a guise of making our communities safer. And over the last few days, we've heard from the government that they have a mandate to crack down on law and order and to make our communities safer. But what we know about the bills that are going through the House this week is that they're not going to do that because they're targeting such a minority group in society and placing the blame squarely on that minority group in society. But this is simply virtue signalling. It does nothing to make our communities safer at all. In fact, it will have the opposite effect, and it will make things more unsafe, especially because it's adding to the increased workload of police who are already going to have increased tensions in their communities. It just adds to the list of potential to increase hostility in our communities between police and between gangs and other people that they might suspect to be prospective gang members. Because what is a prospective gang member? If you look at the reasons, which this government has not been doing at all, they love to talk about gangs all day long, but they never even seek to understand why it is that people join gangs in the first place. And we know why that is because it's well documented. The Chief Science Advisor to the Prime Minister said that the reason that people join gangs is because of poverty, that a majority of people who are in gangs is because they experienced abuse at the hands of the state. Many people who are incarcerated have high rates of disabilities. They come from impoverished backgrounds. These are the reasons that people join gangs. But you're not interested in understanding that, and you're not interested in channeling investment towards reducing those drivers of crime. You just want to pin it on a small group of people and say they want to pin it on people to say they're the problem. That's the reason why we have harm in our community. We know why harm happens in our communities, and I guarantee you that this bill before us tonight does nothing to address those drivers. And I don't understand what this government is up to when they are going to make assault-style firearms more accessible in our communities, and then on the other hand, trying to do things like this bill represents. Which one is it? Is it less guns or more guns? All I can see is the gun lobby all over all of these bills that are going through the House at the moment. And this bill will do nothing but contribute to the over-incarceration of Indigenous people in this country. Because we know that we have some of the most shameful statistics when it comes to Indigenous people. Māori women, of which that member is a group of, are the most highly incarcerated Indigenous people in the world. And congratulations, because that member's bill is going to contribute to more incarceration of Indigenous peoples. What a legacy to have. What a legacy to have. Because when Moana Jackson wrote his amazing report in the 80s, He Whai Pānga Hou, Māori women represented only 6% of the prison population, and how is it that in only 4 decades we represent more than 60% of the prison population? And it's because of bills that have gone through this House that seek to target small groups of people without understanding those drivers of crime that we have that overrepresentation. The Green Party believes that no one should have access to a firearm unless it is for hunting or pest control. We believe that safer communities can be achieved when we address the root causes of crime and gang membership, which this House has no interest in doing. Those things include a healthy, affordable home, livable incomes, meaningful mahi opportunities, good education, high quality access to healthcare, and if you read the report that the Chief science advisor to the Prime Minister wrote about gang membership and why people are joining gangs in the first place. It is all of those contributing factors that matter. It's not things that this bill is presenting. So that is crime prevention, and that is what will make our communities safer. Thank you.